Hi guys, thank you for joining me. So this is going to be a reading for the Divine Masculines. It's designed for those who recognise that they're in a twin flame dynamic. Now it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody because it's still a general reading. It's not gender or zodiac specific, and as always, please use your own discernment. The intent here is to basically help the Divine Masculines to navigate the energies that's currently around them at this time. Okay, please also keep in mind that the single most important thing about the twin flame connection is union with the self. Okay, remember that you're already whole, you're already complete, and you are consciousness. Never ever keep yourself stuck in any kind of situation, relationship dynamic or whatever. Always ensure that you keep pushing yourself forward, you focus on your self growth and your soul's journey. Okay, I'm very concerned about the amount of individuals who are in, quite dangerous, abusive situations, and they're sticking it out because they completely believe that it's like a twin flame situation. A twin flame dynamic, by its nature, it's not unhealthy, it's not narcissistic, and it's not designed to be abusive, basically. Okay, so if you do find yourself in that kind of situation, it's more likely than not a twin flame situation. All right, twin flames, they do turn your world upside down, unintentionally. All right, it's very energetically. It's basically when you come face to face with a twin flame, it puts everything that you thought was true in the past, it puts it under the microscope, and that's the destructive element. Okay, so you can tell the difference between the two, so that's where you have to use your own discernment. So that's enough about that. This is all about the Divine Masculines. Now these videos, they can be cross-watched, but I wouldn't recommend it, because basically the idea is to focus on yourself, okay, and on your soul journey. Right, so Divine Masculine, really unusual way to begin your reading. This is the Oracle of the Dragon Fae, excuse me. Usually I end the readings with this one, but my instructions were clear and I'm to begin your reading with this deck. I don't know why, let's find out. What's the strongest energy around Divine Masculine, please? Ooh, that was a weird jump. The Green Lady of... I always get these ones that I can never pronounce. The Green Lady of Goch. I do apologise if anybody's Welsh and I've mispronounced that. I do apologise. I tried my best. The Chosen One. Right, so this is number 14 and it's reduced into a 5, and 5s, as you know, pertain to change, fears, losses, fear of the unknown. Change. The main focus here is change, and change does not have to be destructive. It can be, yes. It can be scary. Doesn't have to be. All right, it all depends on your perspective and whether or not you were prepared for the changes. Right, so the first thing that I'm going to do for you, Divine Masculines, is I'm going to explain. On my channel, I prefer to give you as much information as I possibly can. Okay, so what I do with these healing cards is I give you 3 messages. Your first message comes from the creator of the deck. Your second message comes from your own intuition while you're looking at the card, and that's the most important messages, is the intuitive hits that you get. And then your third message is my intuitive messages. Okay, so the creator says, this card pertains to environmental concerns that will soon be of meaning to you on a very personal level. Taken from the pages of newspapers and media reports, something close to home will alert you to the risks that we run with Gaia's health, and you will decide to become a person who actively brings about the well-being and goodness rather than the destruction and wanton materialism. You may wish to become active in your own way and devote some energies and the form of time and money to a special cause. Please reduce the energies that you burn and support carbon neutral programs. When this card comes up in a reading, spend time with the energies and beings of the trees, the old and the wise ones of the planet, and please try to plant new trees and nurture their growth. Health concerns of your own may come up with this card, and if so, then nature will bring you solace and healing, but know that we're all part of the web of life, and that the earth's healing and your own are symbiotic. Caring for each other, breathe sweet air and tread lightly on the earth. Your empathic powers may be reaching new heights. Take time to be with the trees or out in nature. The trees can calm you and ease the bombardment of auric energies that you may be experiencing. And the artwork is called Protector of the Forest by Ravine Felon. Okay, so I would say that's pretty damn appropriate for current events and current situations. There's this feeling of things being temporary, right? I'm trying not to get into the whole depressing energies that comes with this card. I'm pretty sure that you're intelligent enough to figure that bit out by yourself, right? But this is basically about how things are temporary and the legacies that we leave behind, the importance of self-care, self-nurturing, the importance of giving back when we can. Okay, so this is the strongest energy that's currently around you. Now I'm going to start pulling your tarot and we'll see how that is working in with what's going on for you. You have a look at the divine masculine energies, please. 9-card spread for divine masculines, please. Okay. First card out is the Chariot. It's Cancerian energy, forward movement. Now the first thing that comes to mind with the Chariot for you read divine masculine is not everything in life is black and white, and it's impossible to go through life thinking that everybody is either completely good or completely bad, and there is no in between, because it goes against the very construct of human nature, right? There isn't a single person on the planet who is completely either squeaky clean or completely and utterly evil. This is you basically looking beyond the physical and looking at the intentions of individuals rather than anything else, because the intent speaks volumes. You've got the stars, 2 major arcana back to back. That's Aquarius energy, healing, nurturing, rebuilding, the desire to discover what your higher purpose is as well, reaching for the stars, you know. And it's come out with the Ace of Swords. It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, truth, clarity, revelation, breakthrough. In this particular deck, it's being given a hug by a snake, a very beautiful, colourful snake. So you're shedding an old skin, you're shedding old beliefs. These could be religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, or what I'm actually feeling stronger than anything else here, divine masculine, you're shedding the old beliefs that you have about yourself. It's really, really interesting. And that in itself is bringing you clarity and healing. And then you've got the 9 of Swords. It's Gemini energy. Traditionally it's the Nightmare card, and it's right next to the 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. Okay, there could be a temptation here, divine masculines, for you to somehow revisit the past, and you're being highly, highly encouraged. If you have to revisit the past, what would be beneficial for you is just to take a quick glance over your shoulder, observe how far you've come on your journey, but whatever you do, do not communicate with the past, okay? Just take a quick look, recognize how far you've come on your journey, Recognize all of the horrific, for some of you, situations, or difficult situations for others of you. Recognizing those situations that you've already been through, the battles that you've already fought to get to your current position in life. Okay, acknowledge the hard work that you've already put in. Acknowledge the healing that you've already put in. But whatever you do, do not stay there for too long. Do not reach out and communicate to the past. It has nothing new to say. Nothing, right? Keep moving forward. It's for divine masculines, please. Okay, right. Really weird way that those cards are coming out. Very indecisive, the way that these three popped out. You've got the High Priestess as moon energy. So it's unusual that the High Priestess will make an appearance in divine masculines reading, and the reason being is because, again, whether you're male or female, honestly, it literally makes no difference. Okay, it's just the energies. Also, I don't know if you know this as well, divine masculines, but we can interchange. Everybody can interchange. 1 minute we can be embodying the divine masculine energies, the next minute we could be embodying the divine feminine energies. Okay, it just depends on how we're interacting with the environment around us. Okay, really unusual that this will come out though in a divine masculine's energy, because it pertains to emotions, it pertains to secrets and intuition. And with it being associated to the moon, it's feminine energy. Okay, so I'm seeing here that intuitively you're fully aware that by you revisiting your past, that is going to be your downfall, right? But there's like a physical pull with the Chariot. There's something physical that is pulling you towards this temptation to revisit the past, and your soul, your intuition is saying, dude, don't. Like, seriously, there's nothing back there for you except that. And you can see that that's a really unpleasant energies. Okay, that card is literally speaking for itself. Why would you risk all of your healing work, all of the battles that you've already won? Why would you risk all of that victory and success just for a quick, brief moment being in the past? It's not worth it, right? Listen to this, like, for real. Listen to your intuition. Your soul is trying to pull you in the right direction. It's time for you to bring your heart and mind into balance with each other, because there is a battle that's going on at the moment. And I have been seeing this a few times in your read, divine masculines, where you're caught between a rock and a hard place. You're caught between what is expected of you and what you have to do, or what you think you have to do, and what you would like to do. Okay, the Two of Wands is Aries energy. It's Mars in Aries. Yeah, duality. There's a decision here that pertains to your future that you have to make. Okay, so you have to bring something to its full conclusion and then start moving forward. And you can see the hope that's in this card. All right, I mean, there's literally a rainbow that's behind it. So we're seeing here that the decision that you make from this point forward, know and understand that you have done this in your own best interests. And we've got another rainbow there as well, right? So you might be finding yourself in the thick of it. You might be finding yourself caught in some kind of an emotional storm. This can be an internal emotional storm, and I'm feeling that is the case for the most part, right? It feels really, really uncomfortable. You've got the Seven of Swords, it's Aquarian energy. It feels really uncomfortable, and it feels like you have to hide this internal struggle that is taking place inside of you. You feel that you have to hide that from your outside world, okay? And it's a difficult one, because on the outside, people are making the assumption that you're fine, because you're just carrying on day by day, just getting on with everything. But inside, there's a very, very different story that's taking place. You've then got the Six of Coins in reverse, that's Tyrian energy. Justice in reverse, it's Libra energy. So yeah, something feels really, really unfair. It feels really imbalanced. You might be expected, some of you, to give more than what you're receiving at this point in time. And it's just adding to this internal storm. Because externally, yeah, there is something that you're dealing with that is not working in your favour. And then the Knight of Wands, it's fire energy. The Knight of Wands, specifically Sagittarian energy. So there's this desire for you to just run away. You just feel like saying, fuck it. Throwing your hands up in the air, getting in your car or jumping on your motorbike or whatever it is, and just going. Just driving, just keep on driving and not stopping, not having any kind of plan, because the Knight of Wands doesn't really have any kind of a plan. He works on impulse. Yeah, you're genuinely in that mindset of just saying fuck it and just drive and drive and drive. No clue of the destination, none of that, just trying to escape everything. So we're seeing here that the best thing for you to do at this point in time, if you can find some kind of temporary escapism, I'm not talking drink or drugs, okay? I'm talking like a temporary distraction. So for example, some form of entertainment. I mean, gaming, online gaming is a really, really good one, okay, because you can immerse yourself in a fantasy world, and you can distract your mind with fantasy problems in form of quests, right? It's a really, really good distraction technique. But here's the thing. If you use this temporary distraction technique, absolutely fine, but again, make sure that you don't stay in that place for too long, because at some point you do need to come back up again for some air. Write down, if necessary, your real life situation and your problems. Go back in to your little immersive world, whatever that is for you. Come back up again for some air, and then you'll find that your ideas and your inspiration will start to flow a lot easier when you're able to temporarily disassociate from all of that internal clutter. Because right now, what's going on inside of you, Divine Masculines, is there's a storm, and everything is chaos. You literally cannot see the wood for the trees. There's just too much muddle that's going on. So instead of taking off and not dealing with anything at all, the best thing is that temporary disassociation through art, other forms of creation, online gaming. For some of you, it's through nurturing something like a pet or plants or anything. It's just anything that where you can disconnect just temporarily from your real world problems, and then you can take another look at it again when you're feeling stronger. You can take a look at it with a new and a fresh pair of eyes, from a new perspective, because right now this is just chaos. Okay, and then your blockage, that is the Nine of Wands is your blockage. Perseverance, yeah. Now the Nine of Wands traditionally is the wounded warrior. It's moon in Sagittarius energies. So again, you're feeling really, you feel like a bird in a cage. You feel that you're not free to make your own decisions. You feel that you're not free to take actions on your desires, with that being Sagittarius energy. You feel stuck, you feel restricted, you feel hurt, and it's basically, it's not getting you anywhere. If you remember in traditional tarot, it's the guy who has got a bandage on his head and he stands here and he's got 8 wands behind him and he's holding the 9th wand in his hand, but he's clearly hurt, he's clearly injured from battle. It pertains to, you might have lost the battle, but the war is yet to be won, right? It's the card of dedication, perseverance, fighting for your rights, fighting for your beliefs. Some of you might be finding that you're having to fight for your freedoms, and it's the card of not giving up, not bending the knee to the wishes of other individuals. It's the ability to recognize what battles are yours to fight and what battles belong to another. And this is very much a personal battle that you're fighting within yourself, and you know deep down that you're worth fighting for. Okay? Interesting. Let me get further clarity on this, please, for Divine Masculine. Oh, sunshine. Good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things going well, and the answer is yes. So, whatever this is pertaining to, Divine Masculine, it's not that your fears are unfounded, right? I would never gaslight the collective that way. It's your fear, it's valid, it's relevant. But they're saying here that there is more likely than not going to be a positive outcome to your particular situation. More likely than not. You got the Siren. Alluring, seductive, enticing, mysterious, threatening, vindictive, and rebellious. So, indications that you might find yourself having to do certain things that go against your own moral compass. Now, that's going to be a very, very personal thing to each and every single one of you, okay? If you feel that you have to go against something that goes against your own moral compass, that's your decision to take. You've got stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. Someone might have recently betrayed you, and therefore they have gone against what you would consider is a good moral compass. Then you've got love and paradise, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction, and happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. So I'm going to level with you here, Divine Masculines. I'm seeing for the most part that this is one relationship that is coming to its full conclusion. It's coming to an end. There could well be some kind of a legal situation here that is wrapped up within that. And then I'm looking at you moving forward with a divine counterpart, which would be a divine feminine. But there's this reading, it's like this energy, it's got this vibe of inevitability about it. It feels that whatever relationship it is that's coming to a close, it was supposed to. It wasn't a situation that you could keep dragging behind you. For many of you, in fact, that particular relationship was a lot like flogging a dead horse for a long time. So it's just you facing this inevitable nightmare so that you can get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, so you could even see the rainbow at the end of the storm even. These things have to follow the other, okay? There is definitely a certain sequence of events here that is playing into this. So divine masculine, please. Okay. Children, retreat and playfulness. Okay, your love life is affected by children, so there could be children, either adult children or little children, doesn't matter. Children are children. It just indicates that someone along the line, they have got children that are needing to be taken into some kind of consideration. Retreat. At the moment, you're being very non-verbal. You're definitely keeping a lot of things hidden. Be careful of doing that for too long, okay? Because if you do that for too long, it's gonna be like a poison inside of you, and you are definitely going to need some kind of an outlay for that energy, okay? And they're saying that a good outlay for that is through playfulness. The wind is literally destroying everything outside. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So playfulness can mean lots of things for lots of you. Like for some of you, yeah, it could be like immersing yourself in fantasy worlds through gaming. It could be having a fun time with another individual on a more sort of sexy, you know what I'm saying, like flirting with someone, enjoying someone else's company, building up trust with them, that sort of thing. And then you've got reconciliation. So yeah, someone from your past is returning to your life. So yeah, we definitely did see that in the middle of your tarot read, where there was something in the physical realm that was tempting you to revisit your past. And that came through so loud and clear. Avoid going backwards, divine masculine. You're not going that way. There's no reason for you to be stuck in the past for too long, like for real. Thank you. Right. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist the change, we resist the natural flow of life and we create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'd be surprised where it leads. Yeah. And literally, as we said right at the start of your reading, divine masculine, yes, change can be scary. It can be destructive, but also it doesn't have to be. It literally just depends on your perspective. And then you've got passion. A magnetic and seductive quality is surrounding you at present. Enjoy it. Yep. And trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Yeah, a lot of repeating messages here for you divine masculines. I'm really trying to avoid, repeating myself. I'm really conscious about doing that. Right, let's get some secret messages then from your divine counterpart. So what would the divine feminine like to say to divine masculine, please? I'm still haunted by my actions. My feelings have become so numb, I don't know how I feel right now, and no one else can ever take your place. Okay, so whatever situation has played out between you and your divine counterpart, there is regret here, that there is a wish to fix whatever's happened. Guilty conscience here as well for some of you, not all of you. And also please bear in mind as well that if you are cross-watching, not always are these divine masculine and divine feminine reads, not always are they going to coincide with each other. Okay, so I could easily be reading for a different set of divine masculines that are not in connection with this month's divine feminines, right? So just bear that one in mind. And also these cards, they're all completely interchangeable as well, so you do have to decide which card is resonating for you, which card is resonating for your counterpart, and which cards are resonating for a completely different set of counterparts entirely, okay, because this is a collective read. Right, so let's see if we can get any further information. Tattoos. Somebody could have very unusual tattoos. We've got the initial N. This deck is from Zen Within Me. Really, really nice women, really nice channel. Can I have more information, please? Thank you. We've got the, is that a U or a V? I think it's a V. Okay, we've got mouth. I'll put these ones back because I actually dropped those ones. Be careful about your words, divine masculine, because whenever I see that card, it tells me that your words hold a lot of power. Okay, it's not just, there you go, yeah, voice. It's not just what you're saying right now, it's also how it's being said. Okay, it's the divine masculine, please. Your divine counterpart absolutely loves the sound of your voice as well. They find it very, very comforting. They love the shape of your mouth. They keep watching your mouth every time you speak as well. Affectionate, they see you as very kind, affectionate and trustworthy. And at the bottom of the deck you've got funny. So some of you have got an incredible sense of humour, and yeah, they just absolutely love that about you. It's the sense of humour that helps to build up the trust as well. It's the divine masculine, please. Okay, right, so you've got amber, ancestors. My ancestors are guiding me and loving me now and always. I'm open to receive their support and wisdom. And shungite, discipline. I practice the art of discipline and it brings freedom to my soul. It's for divine masculine, please. Divine masculine. Okay, right, individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. Self-love. You realise that love of self is necessary to love another. And loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So, with this one, I'm seeing, divine masculine, that there is a need for you to get back in touch with your true authenticity. Self-love, while yes, it is about doing nice things for yourself without feeling guilty for doing it, it's also about like shadow work. You know, self-love is also about looking at the more difficult aspects that you have been avoiding. It's crying when you feel the need to cry. Right? It's releasing pent up energies and emotions that you're currently keeping hidden. that is currently building up inside of you like a poison. By releasing those emotions, that's also an act of self-love. Okay, it's really, really difficult. It's the hardest part of healing, and strangely enough, hardly anybody ever talks about it as well. It's time for you to reclaim, as I've already said, your authenticity. It's time for you to reclaim your individuality, because for some of you, you're ending a long-term situation where you were both completely enmeshed with each other. Now, that could be an old romantic partner, it could be a member of your family. It's basically someone at some point has overstepped the boundaries with you, and they tried to mold you into the version of who they thought that you should have been, basically. And you're trying to rediscover yourself. This is definitely about the path of self-discovery, but it's coming out in your twin flame reading. And then loyalty. With this one, it's about being consistent to yourself, having the intention to build yourself back up is one thing, but then to actually put in the effort and to get it done is another thing entirely. All right. Really, really intense read there, Divine Masculines, but to be fair, you're dealing with an intense situation, and all of this has come about through coming face to face with your twin flame. And ultimately, that is what happens in a twin flame dynamic. They inadvertently, it's just purely because of the type of energy that it is, coming face to face with your twin flame counterpart has made you look at the aspects of your life that you were, you know, quite happy to ignore for a while. And then this particular connection, it's put everything under the microscope, and you've realised, I can't keep living like this. I can't keep living in this lie. I have to do something about this, like now. And yeah, that's ultimately what we're seeing here in your reading. So that is what I have for you, Divine Masculines. Please, if you're going to take anything away from this read, let it be this. Okay, sunshine. That a positive outcome that works in your favour is what's waiting for you at the end of all of this. Okay, so if you take nothing else away from this read, just let it be that. All right. So that is what I have for you, Divine Masculines. If you would like to book a private reading with me to get a more personal read, then the link to do so is in the descriptions box, and it's in the pinned comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas, however you choose to celebrate it. I hope you all have a really peaceful new year as well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.